Hey guys, welcome back to our pig farm here in Poland on the map Sobolewo in FS25. Still pretty early in the morning of September. We have our first pumpkins here from our greenhouses. Now, like I said last time, I wanted to see how the production on these went. I built them because I wanted to have the pumpkins again, it's around Halloween time here in the fall, and I was like, I want to grow pumpkins in the farm, right? And these two greenhouses may be too much for this. I may get rid of one of these, but for now, we have these two. We've got 6 pallets of pumpkins. I figured let's get these loaded up in the truck here. Also today, we're going to be working on our fields. We may sell one of our fields. I'm still looking at that. But for now, since we harvested our fields in August, last month, let's get these stacked in here. Nice and neat. See if we can fit all of these in the back of the truck here. So, yeah, we harvested our fields last month, and, we need to, run the disc on them. I think they both need lime also. Can I fit the crates in here like this? No, okay. Let's rotate this. Yeah, some things aren't really super decided here yet, like we may sell our wheat field. But since that first episode, since the pilot episode, I guess I should say, I haven't seen any issues with the traffic on the road up front. The idea of maybe relocating the fields there was a bunch of traffic issues on the road, but I haven't seen that. We'll see. But I did think it would be cool if our fields were, on this side of the road, our farm being here. I thought it would be cool to drive the back roads to get to our fields. So yeah, we may end up selling this, but we're going to run the disc today, get the fields all nice and set up either way. Because if we do sell them, I want to make sure that the fields are set up nice. Our pigs, you know what we should do? We should buy more pigs today. We've only got 10 pigs, and since the focus of this farm is the pig farm, pumpkins are here just kind of for a little fall flavor, but the pigs are kind of the main thing. We should get some more pigs. We only got the 10. I figure, I guess we're only running 4 of these at a time. So we can run our trailer down to the place and maybe, get a few more pigs. We got a trailer that will fit 4 pigs, I think. So let's strap these down. We're not going far, but let's strap these down. Yeah, we're not going very far. The supermarket is right down the street here. We'll see what we can get for our pumpkins. Traffic here is a little bit, you got to watch when you pull out the driveway. The traffic doesn't stop, obviously. We're going to sell our pumpkins at the supermarket right here. They're offering a decent price for them. Yeah, that's quite a bit of income from those crates of pumpkins. Yeah, it is. We might get rid of one of the greenhouses. Maybe, what if we got rid of one of the greenhouses and we had something pig-oriented in its place? Perhaps another pig pen, something like that. I think that could be cool. On this farm here, originally on the map Sobolewo, originally the spot where the greenhouses are and where the pig pen is down there, this whole spot, like on this farm, all of this down here is all one huge cattle barn. All of this is a cattle barn. I did a lot of work here to make it the way it is, so maybe what I'm saying is maybe we'll customize a little further. Maybe we'll take out one of those pumpkin greenhouses, because I don't want to have insane amounts of income from our greenhouses. The pumpkins are just there for fall flavor and for fun. Anyway, we'll figure that out. For now, let's get started on what we're going to do. What about buying more pigs? Yeah, we could use some of that income we just got and maybe buy some more pigs. We got us a trailer right here we can load some pigs into. Will it hitch to this truck? I'm not 100%. It will. It will hitch to the truck. All right, let's take this down to the animal dealer. Let's pick us up some pigs. That might be a fun way to start. We've only got the 4. We've got plenty of food from them. We're feeding them with what we harvested, the wheat and canola. It's not totally ideal. It's not the perfect diet for them. They would also prefer to have root crops. Oh, that reminds me, what we talked about last time. That's what we'll do. We're going to pull out one of these pumpkin greenhouses and we'll put in pig food production. That sounds perfect because I was talking about, yeah, kind of going full circle on our pig farm and producing food. All right, the animal dealer, I believe, is down here. We're about, yeah, we're a little ways from the house out here in the country. I love these country roads here. Help me look for the animal dealer. It should be on the left. This might be it. Nope, that's a field. What's up here? Should be up here somewhere. We can have a look at the map. I think I'm going to have to. Oh, wait. There's cows. Yeah, let's look at the map. Oh, yeah, it says it's right here, actually. Here we go. Yeah, I had the icons turned off, which is great for immersion, but not as great when you're trying to find a place you've never been before. So, looks like up here is where we'll buy the animals. Yep. Hello, ma'am. I'd like to purchase some pigs, please. Let's see here. We want to buy pigs. We want to buy, well, let's buy 2 of these and 2 of these. We'll buy some of the 3-month-old ones. That's the ones we've got. 2 of those. Purchase for $1,000. Yes. And 2 of these for $1,000. Yes. All right. We got 4 little pigs in our trailer. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day. We'll be taking these back to our house. Let's find a place we can turn around here. 4 little pigs. All right. So now we have 14 pigs. The pen we have will hold 40, and we can always expand on that or get more pens. I'd like to have a lot of pigs. I'd like to, well, that's the focus of our farm here. So we could technically buy 4 every episode and still not, you know, we got plenty of room for pigs. We'll just get this back to the house. Enjoying the beautiful country drive on the way out there. I love this back country here on this map. Yeah, this is why I wanted to, I thought about maybe relocating our fields out to the countryside. As it is, our field, or our main field is right on the road with all the traffic. And traffic's a little bit annoying. It's very fast-paced. There's lots of it. Narrow road. I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have our fields, you know, out in the more rural parts of the map? And there are frequent traffic jams here for various silly reasons. Sometimes you have to do this. And that annoys me, so yeah, our farm is here, but I was thinking maybe we... Oh, that reminds me, I found a beautiful field here. This is really crazy. It's not... I wouldn't say it's crazy, but last month, after last month's episode, I was doing some contracts, and I found the coolest thing. So, at our farm here, there's actually... I never saw this. There's a... I wouldn't say it's a hidden, but it kind of is. There's a hidden field here. It's like a secret grass field. I mean, again, not really, but where's the road to it? There's actually a road to it from our farm. It's back here behind the trees. Oh, you know what? It's back over here. What I'm saying is there is this beautiful grass field right next door to our farm, and you cannot see it. It is kind of like a hidden field. Maybe we go down our driveway over here. Let me see here. I had this contract, right here it is. I had this contract to to wrap grass bales. So, yeah, it's down here. It's right next to our farm, and it is kind of hidden because I'll show you. This beautiful grass field, which almost looks like, well, parts of it kind of look like a golf course. Well, I guess because you have this little beautiful, how do you call it? It's like a little artificially made little lake here and everything. The point is, so it's right here, but it's surrounded on all sides by trees. It's totally hidden, but it's huge. The thing is, it's huge. It's like a 7-acre field. I don't know. I just thought it was cool. And I was like, wait a second, that's right on the other side of the trees from my farm? What? Yeah, and then but it's like kind of hidden from view on 3 sides. Anyway, it's very cool. Oh, I lost my bearings. Where am I at? Okay, our farm is through the trees here. Where's that road? Ah, here's the road back to our house. Yeah, it's I don't know. I thought it was cool. It is kind of hidden. back there, but it's a pretty big chunk of land. I wonder how much it would cost. I mean, probably a lot of money, but yeah, see, because like, this is our farm here. This is part of our farm. No, our farm is right here. But yeah, it's basically just on the other side of the trees from our farm. Anyway, I just thought that was cool. It's just, I've been farming here for a bit. I spent quite a bit of time on this map, especially around this area here, getting our farm set up and everything, and somehow I did not know that was there the entire time. Just curious, how big and how much would it be? Actually, it's 12.3 acres, but that does include a lot of forest around it, and it's quite expensive. It's $250,000, but anyway, I just thought that was interesting. This field here could be cool to have. That's right by our farm. We'll keep all that in mind. Anyway, let's get our pigs back to our pig pen. I just wanted to show you that. I thought that was really cool. This map has lots of just some of the most beautiful little places. So, let me pull up here. Yeah, so we're going to build some pig food production. We'll take out one of our greenhouses because it does seem a bit much for our small farm to have those two kind of large greenhouses. Let's open up our barn here. Come on, guys. I got some new friends for you here. Let's back this in here. Okay, so two of those. Move to husbandry. And move to husbandry. There we go. All right, we now have 14 pigs here. Yeah, again, this pen will hold a total of 40. That's totally fine. See how they're doing back there. How's our manure production? They making manure for us? Yeah, a little bit, but we don't. They're pretty small. We don't have many of them yet. Once we get enough pigs, I suppose we could use their manure as fertilizer and such. Yeah, see right here. This is the only open end of that grass field. It's just crazy. It's just cool. There's that huge field that's just kind of hidden there. Well, we need to get up to our fields and let's run the disc. Yeah, let's run the disc harrow out on our fields. I guess we'll start with the, why don't we start with the canola field? It's the closer and smaller one of the two. Let's start with that. We're going to want to run the disc on them and put lime down. Let's see. Does this truck fit in that garage? I'm not thinking it does. Well, then there's the question I actually haven't tried. Is this garage even open? Oh, it does. I don't think this is going to fit in there. I think we could put it in that garage right there, though. This does not fit in the house garage, but yeah, we got room. Why don't we put it... Let's put it in this open one here, actually. That's where the tractor was, but the tractor can go in the one beside it. We'll put the truck in here. Perfect. Still getting settled in here. I mean, we only just moved in here last month. All right, so let's get our tractor, get our disc. We'll get out there to the canola field. Yeah, we still got 2 crates of pumpkins there. I'll run those. I'll run those later. For now, we need to get on this. All right, finally we get to put some of these tools to use. I mean, again, everything here is so new. We haven't run any of this stuff yet. All we did was harvest last month. Got us a little cultivator here. Actually, yeah, this is a cultivator. Well, I thought it was a disc harrow, but again, first time using all this stuff. Yeah, it is a cultivator. I thought it got us a disc harrow. Okay, well then we're running the cultivator. I mean, same difference, really, kind of-ish, right? Yeah, okay. Well, that's good to know. Yep, I got us a cultivator, not a disc harrow. That would explain the lack of discs on it. So, we can get to our canola field, if I turn the other way here, through the back of our farm. Do we have to go up the road? You know, let me see here. Can we get there with back roads? Oh, that's right. Okay, so there's this road here. But it's not actually a road. You know, I wonder if we can fix that. You know what? Let's head back there. Let's see if we can, I don't like to do anything. I don't want to do anything that might mess up anything. But let's see. Because I would like it if that was a road, and it's marked on the map as a road. Where's it at? Okay, down here by these trees. All the back roads on this map have the most beautiful fine touches, and they're very detailed. So I wouldn't want to put in a road and have it look bad. Yeah, see, I wouldn't want to mess this up. What I would do, we'll drive up this. Let's see here. You know, it actually looks like there's supposed to be one here. If you look at it, I know all it is grass. Yeah, but there's grass on there's high grass on either side of my tractor. And there's high grass down the center in a ridge. Where my tires are running right now is low grass. It's almost as if this is just an overgrown road. It may be hard to see, but I can see it. There's ridges in the center and on each side of my tractor, and where my tires are running, it's low. Almost as if this is an overgrown road, actually. If I zoomed out, could we see it? Yeah, actually, if I zoom out, you can kind of almost see it. Well, what I would do is, when doing something like this, you would want to turn off the autosave. Yeah, always do that. Turn off the autosave so the game, you know, doesn't accidentally save it. Like if you don't want to keep your work, right? Make sure that's off and be really careful with the editing. And if you come up with a good road, well, then save it, you know, etc. If not, you can always reload. We might put in a road here. I don't know. It's just the roads on this map look so good that I wouldn't want to mess it up with an ugly road. But that right there is the perfect place for one. It shows one on the map. I'd like to use it as one. Well, I'll file that away. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Should we make a road there? I mean, I did make our farmyard and it made it look pretty good. If you're careful, you know, with the painting, you can do things like that. You can get away with things like that. So here's our canola field. Let's get this cultivated. We're going to have to run cultivator and also lime spreader. All right, and this is going to kick up rocks. Yep. So we'll want to. These just look like small rocks. So we could come down here with a roller or something like that. Yeah, a roller would take care of these. Okay, now right here on the end of our field, you got to watch this. As I found out when I was harvesting, we got this ditch here, which can kind of come out of nowhere. So I'm going to get these headlands here so that we have room to turn around. Okay, so we got the end down there made up so that we got room should have room to turn around. We'll get this all cultivated. We'll do our wheat field also. Like I said, you know, I may sell the wheat field. We may relocate that one, but I want to make sure the field is all prepped and good before we do. And if we do buy any new fields, I want to do so in the winter. I don't want to buy any fields that already have crops on them. I would like to sell our fields empty and clean, and any fields that we do buy, I like to buy them when they're empty. There are good contracts to be had here in Sobolewo. Did a couple contracts already this month. I guess it was the bale wrapping. I guess that bale wrapping I did this month. Yeah, because the wrapped bales were still out on that field. In fact, yeah, did I not collect on those? Did I forget to collect on those? I did forget to collect on those. Yeah, because when I went out to that, you know, the secret grass field, right, as I called it, those bales were still sitting out there, and it did occur to me. I was like, did I not collect on that? No, good thing I remembered. So there's some extra money for us. Yeah, there's contracts here, and they pay pretty well. Well, there was only baling that field. I think they paid like $8 grand, and then I baled another smaller field for like $3 grand. But that stuff adds up. All right, a few trips up and down the field. Yeah, we could rent a rock picker, but I think we'll just we'll get a roller. I guess we don't have a roller, so we could buy a roller. Yeah, we could buy a roller. We should be able to get one pretty cheap, just a small one. And because these are just small rocks, we'll just use that to get the field nice and get those rocks pushed back into the ground and get the field nice and smooth again. This will go pretty fast. Whoa, whoa. I thought I had room to swing that a little wider. I guess not. So we do have room to turn around, but not a whole lot. I like working the small fields. I think it's cool just to have the small tractors, work the small fields. I find that I don't spend enough time farming with, you know, just the calm peace that you can feel just working with the small little tractors and the small tools. I don't use them enough. I often work bigger farms, and so yeah, it is peaceful and nice to use some of the equipment that I otherwise don't get to use, you know, farming in a small farm like this. This field, of course, was canola, but I guess the plan for this one is potatoes. Yeah, so this one, I don't see any need to sell this one. I was just thinking about selling the other one because I didn't like having a field right there on the highway. I wanted them accessible by the back roads. But this one, I like its location and I like its size. I chose it because I think it'd be a great size for a potato field. You know, not too big, not too small. We can start having a look at some potato gear. Now, crops like potatoes, well, any root crops can, well, I feel like they're often looked at as a higher price barrier to entry because a lot of expensive machinery is used in the harvesting of root crops. But we got to take care of our pigs. We want to make pig food, so root crops are definitely a part of that. And I want to find us some lower price options, which I know we can. I know we can find some lower price options. Here, I was kind of skipping rows going down the field, which I do often, so I can make wider turns, right? Yeah. So we'll go back down the field and get the rows that we missed. We'll get this all done. And yeah, so we can find us some cheap options for potatoes. Well, we will. Well, we made pretty quick work of this field. I think we only have 2 more. Yeah, it looks like 2 more runs down the field. This will be done. We'll buy us a roller. Roller is a good thing to have for the farm anyway. We'll just get us a small one. And so, potato harvester, I'll find us, I don't know. We don't have to worry about that yet. Not till like, I don't know, almost a year from now. So as far as the harvester, we'll find us something that it's in our price range and like that. For now, we'll just focus on getting the potatoes planted here. Well, in the springtime, of course. Yeah, that's still not even until spring. We got time to figure out that stuff. I'd say building the, I guess we're going to take out one of our greenhouses, like I said earlier. I guess we're going to take out one of those and build us a pig food production. The one that I showed you guys, I picked out for here, I think will look nice. We'll get it situated on the farm. All right, and this is our last run up this field. This is a pretty small field. This one, well, obviously you can see it's small. I believe this field is 1 1/4 acres. I like small fields for the potatoes. Potatoes are a lot of work, especially if you're using small equipment. Potatoes can be a lot of work. Requires a lot of passes up and down the field. And as far as after we harvest the potatoes, getting them loaded into a trailer, short of any really expensive equipment, we may be scooping them off the ground with a bucket, which can be pretty labor intensive. So also, we just have a small farm, so the small field is fine for that anyway. As far as putting a road in up here, I think it'd be a good idea. I don't like driving through the grass. I really feel like there's supposed to be a road here. You know, or even at some time there was, and it just got overgrown. Because, like I mentioned earlier, the way the grass is, also, there's no fields on this map that are this far apart. You see, all the fields are that far apart. There's clearly supposed to be a road here. So let's just preview this real quick. So what we'll want to do Yeah, see, we're going to want to turn the autosave off so that if we don't like what we're doing, it doesn't necessarily get saved. I didn't mean to hit save. I meant to go to settings, and we'll turn this to off so we can mess around with this a bit. By default, I don't think there's a whole lot of paint options here. Ground painting options, I don't think there's a whole lot. Animal mud. Well, there's a dirt. There's only like one of each. There's only like one dirt. Okay, so what we want to do is, this is, as it happens, this is the right dirt. Yeah, you know, that doesn't look bad. Here, I actually didn't mean to draw it. I was trying to drag the camera, and I forgot that this is how that works. But you know what? I think if we use a nice touch right here, so you can kind of see where the contours of the grass are. Hang on a second. I'm using controller and mouse, which is a little funky, but it's a really good way to draw stuff like this. You always want to draw with the mouse, but I like to move the view with the controller. Okay, yeah, so we want the tire tracks to run right here. Yeah, I didn't necessarily intend on doing this right now. It just kind of happened that way. I just kind of started drawing. I think if we draw this like here, I believe I have a mod called Paint and Terraform Anywhere, which is allowing me to do this without owning the land. If you're wondering about that, I believe there's a mod that lets you paint and terraform without owning the land, which I think is necessary. Anytime in any of these series here on the channel, there's always, I always do custom work on the maps. You know, for instance, our farm that we have, you know, I took what was a cattle farm and I turned it into a pig farm. You know, this is going to make a really natural looking road. Yeah, I didn't even necessarily intend on doing this now. I really was just trying to drag the camera. I forgot how this works. That with the mouse and keyboard, you move the camera with the ASWD keys, I think. I totally forgot about that. And I tried to drag the screen. And when I did so, it started putting down dirt, luckily in the exact right spot. Yeah, luckily I didn't do it in the middle of a field or something on accident. So I figured, yeah, I think this is going to make a nice looking road. You can kind of see where I'm putting this dirt, the grass is lower there. And there we go. See how it looks. Awesome. That's awesome. Look at that. You know, I could have done that in between videos and no one would ever know. You would think it's supposed to be there. It could use some gravel on it. Like, I could go through and put some gravel or something on it. I really think that'd be overkill. I think it's fine the way it is. Yeah, look at that. We got us a little road here. All right, yeah. And hey, again, you know, look, on the map, there is a road there. So let's get this back to our farm and let's go to the store and buy us a roller. Which one of these greenhouses do you think we should get rid of? Probably this rear one, huh? Yeah, we should get rid of the rear greenhouse. That way we have a greenhouse. Well, yeah, because we would put in pig food production and I think it would look better if we had a greenhouse up front and then the pig food production and then the pigs. I think that would look best. We're done with this for now. We're going to drop this off, head to the store. There's another road I thought about putting in, and that is, I like using the back roads, and notice that out of our farm, we have this road here, which comes to these fields. We can access all of these fields from the back roads behind our farm, but not these. And now there is no place for a road here, but wouldn't it be cool if there was a road, say here or something, that linked these so that then we could use the back roads to also access this whole part down here? I don't know. It was a thought. Just trying to get this place all set up really nice. And I mean, yeah, it's like, well, why didn't I do that before I started, you know, this series? Well, quite frankly, I did. We have got 12 hours played on this map, but this is only the third episode. Yeah, I spent six plus hours prior to recording, setting things up, and I guess there's just a few other more things I could have done, right? Yeah, there's a few more things I could have done. Most of the time was setting up our starting farm. Right, here at the store, I think this guy right here would be just fine. Let's see. Can I get it narrower? I never thought I found myself saying that, but our fields are pretty small. We get a more narrow... I thought I could change the width of this. Well, by default, the game only has these two rollers. Yeah, I downloaded this so we have an actual affordable option. I don't believe in paying the price of a brand new SUV to have a roller. I just think that's, yeah, I like lower cost options that seem more realistic to me, to be honest. So, I thought this was adjustable in its size. I thought we could get well, we can. All right, look at that. We have some more options now at the store. We've got a couple of new options here. So this little guy right here, 3 meters wide. This is a little bigger. This is 4.5. There we go. Perfect. Well, we could do that, but all we need is just the roller function. It's a little expensive, but it's still less than half the price of the in-game ones. I think it's just the right size. Yep, that'll be fine. It was a little expensive, but perfect. I didn't, well, you know, I only had one mod roller and it was 9.5 meters wide. It's just kind of, honestly, a bit big for our fields here. This is a much better size. Again, a little pricey, but this will work just fine. We could configure this to be a mulcher and or roller. I just want the rolling functionality, so there we go. Yeah. It was a little pricey. Yeah. Well, we'll just do a couple contracts, but still, this game doesn't come with a whole lot of options for things. You really kind of need mods. You really do kind of need mods, especially if you want affordable options. And that's what we're going to look for when it comes to harvesting our potatoes. Surely I can find us a more homegrown, maybe small farm friendly, affordable potato harvesting option. We'll see when we get there. For now, let's get back to our field and let's use our new road to get back there. Yeah. And we're going to take care of these rocks. Okay, so the road is back here. I might want to go put some rocks on it or something. See how these roads here have little spots of gravel and stuff. We could do something like that back there. I don't have a way to put down gravel as of right now, I don't think. But, again, you know, we can go see if we can find a way to put down gravel. Glad I found this roller. I just had to take a quick exit out of the old game and go looking around. I found us a roller, though. Yeah, this little road here looks nice. Yeah, I like this a lot. Maybe we'll get some more fields out this way. Now, hopefully this tractor has enough power to pull this roller. I mean, I did upgrade the tractor to 90 horsepower. If it has trouble pulling the roller, which, I don't know, maybe it will, we'll get the other tractor. Yeah, it's no big deal. If it does have trouble, we'll just get the other one. But I think this will be fine, as we didn't get the mulcher or other attachments to this. We only got it as just a roller. All right, so let's see how this little guy works on our field here. Let's unfold it. Oh, that's it, unfolded. Okay. Well, yeah, I haven't used it yet, so I didn't know how it, there we go. Go ahead and put this down. And this should take care of our rocks. And it is not. Well, it's hard to say. It kind of is. In some places, let's look at this. Those are small rocks for sure. But it's not taking care of them. Yeah, I've never seen this happen. It's getting rid of some of them, but not all of them. I wouldn't say, Yeah, it seems completely random. Now, don't get me wrong, it's performing the functions of a roller. It's doing fine. It's doing its job as a roller. You can see the, it's leaving the nice rolled texture here on the field. But as far as getting rid of the rocks, it's really hit and miss. The ultimate way, of course, would be to run a stone picker, you know, which actually picks up the rocks, and we could do that. Maybe we should do that. Look, we still need the roller. We still need the roller for the farm. This roller, I believe, will also work on grass fields. I'm not 100% sure on that, but regardless, this roller will have a use in field preparation after we plant our crops. Not the potatoes, but yeah, I mean, it still has uses as a roller, but it's not really doing a very good job pushing the rocks back into the ground like I kind of thought that it would. Let's see, I ran another run down the field. I don't think it really did anything. I mean, it is doing stuff. It's doing what it does as a roller, but it's not... It's only about 10% effective at removing the rocks. Now, there is another option. So this is still useful. I still like it. I do like it a lot. We'll use it for rolling after we plant, but this is not ideal for rock removal. I gotta admit, I didn't see that coming. I got us another option, this guy right here. And this one's super cheap. It's a really simple little tool. There we go. 2,800 bucks. Just got the colors set up on it. Piece of cake. All right, we are back out here with this guy. Let's see how this guy goes. I have every bit of faith this will work just fine unless it's something with the map itself. Yes, this one is working the rocks. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure why the other one didn't. Yeah, as a roller, that's what it should do. It should push small rocks back into the ground. Again, you know, you can tell it did roll the soil, but either way, this one's doing its job just like we want it to. Yeah, perfect. Now, this is a good little tool. It's pretty affordable too. It's everything I like in a... we'll keep the other one around. But this right here is great for this. Now, we won't always have small rocks, you know. But we mostly should. If that's what our cultivator turned up, that's probably what it'll continue to turn up. Although after repeated times, it might collect bigger rocks. Hard to say. But if we ever need to, we can always rent, you know, a stone picker. But for now, it looks like this is a good rock solution for us here for our field. Now, of course, rocks won't really hurt your field at all. They don't really do anything bad to your field. The only thing really that rocks will cause is wear and tear on your equipment. So really, we don't have to even... Technically, we don't have to do anything with them. I just want the field to look nice, you know? I just want the field to look nice and get the rocks off. It does save wear and tear in your equipment. Rocks won't affect your yield or anything, not so far as I know. Just, but I like to get rid of them all the same. And this will make pretty quick work of them. So it looks like going forward, what do we got? We got, looks like we want to remove a greenhouse and put in the pig food production. We can work on that. Like, that's something we can work on when the months get colder and there's not as much farm work to do, right? Might go ahead and get rid of one of the greenhouses now. We don't need as much. It was one of those things where I wanted pumpkins on the farm, but then once I put the greenhouses in, I looked at them and I was like, wow, that's a lot of production, right? So I guess we'll get rid of one of those. We'll get rid of one of those and put in food production probably later this year. Then, let's see, we've got 4 more pigs, but everything to do with our pigs is all perfectly fine right now. They're fed, they've got straw, everything they need, so our pigs are taken care of. We're going to look at doing some contracts and making some more money, because our fields are harvested, but it's only September. There's going to be more harvesting that can be done around the area here, so we'll look to see if any other farmers need help with that. Always good to have options to make money. We'll look at buying another field, perhaps selling our wheat field. Of course, we'll run the disc on it. That's probably what we'll do next, is run the disc or the cultivator, you know, on our other field and get it ready, because we might just sell it and buy something that's maybe closer to the farm and maybe out here in the country. I like it out here in the country. So I'd like your feedback on this. Be sure to tell me what you think in the comments down below. That's kind of where we're at with the farm right now. Things are just starting off, and I really like it here. And some things that we can change to our liking, like for instance, putting in that road today. I think that was a really cool thing. We can do more things like that. Love to hear your input. Of course, I always read the comments, and I'll see you guys down there in the comments section. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it really helps out the channel a lot when you hit the like button, and especially when you tell me what you think down below. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to get this field all finished up here. It's going pretty fast, even with this small little roller. Catch you guys next time. Thanks a lot. Peace out.